called. Well, you're the rosiest, roundest, and reddest beauty in all Spirit.
Red am I, and round, and rosy. Maybe, for I have dissembled well. But hark ye, my merry friend, hast ever thought beneath the gay and frivolous exterior there may lurk a cankerworm, which is slowly but surely eating its way into one's very heart?
No, Melassa, can't say as I've ever thought that.
I've thought it often.
Yes, you look like it. What's the matter with the man? Isn't he well?
Now, don't take no heed of him. That's just poor Dick Deadeye.
I say it's a beast of a name, ain't it? Dick Deadeye.
It's not a nice name.
And I'm ugly too, ain't I?
You are certainly plain.
And I'm three-corner too, ain't I?
You are rather triangular.
I'm ugly and they hit me for it. For you all hit me, don't you?
We do!
There.
Well, Dick, we wouldn't go for to hurt any fellow creature's feelings, but you can't expect a chap with such a name as Dick Deadeye to be a popular character, now can you?
No.
It's asking too much, ain't it?
It is. From such a face and form as mine, the noblest sentiments sound like the black utterances of a depraved imagination. It's human nature. I'm resigned.
But tell me, who's the youth whose faltering feet with difficulty bear him on his course?
That is the smartest lad in all the fleet, Rafe Ratstraw.
Rafe, that name! Remorse, remorse.
Torn his tail in his own melodious ways. He sang a well-a-day. He sang a well-a-day. The lonely fair for the to his humble well the echoing hills replied. They sang a well-a-day. They sang a well-a-day. I know the value of a kindly chorus, but chorus is yet little consolation. When we have pain and sorrow too before us, I love, and love, alas, above my station. He loves and loves, alas, above his station.
Yes, yes, the lass is much above his station.
A maiden fair to see, the pearl of minstrelsy, a bud of blushing beauty, for whom proud nobles sigh, and with each other vie to do her menial's duty. To do her menial's duty. A suit so lowly born, with hopeless passion torn, and far beyond near dying, has dared for her to pine at whose exalted shrine a world of wealth is sighing.
A world of wealth is sighing.
Unlearned he in aught save that which love has taught, for love had been his tutor. Oh, pity, pity me, our captain's daughter she, and I that lowly suitor. And pity me, our captain's daughter she, and I that lowly suitor.
Ah, my poor lad, you've climbed, do I? Our worthy captain's child won't have nothing to say to us. Poor chap like you. Will she, lads?
No, captain's daughters don't marry farmers' lads.
Shame, shame, Deadeye. Them sentiments of yours are a disgrace to our common nature.
But it's a strange anomaly that the daughter of a man who hails from the quarterdeck may not love another who lays out on the foreyard arm. For a man is but a man, whether he hoists his flag at the main truck or he slacks on the main deck.
Ah, it's a queer world.
Dick, Deadeye, I have no desire to press hardly on you, but such a revolutionary sentiment is enough to make an honest sailor shudder.
My lads, our gallant captain is come on deck. Let us greet him in a favor proud sir, and those gallant seamen deserve. Come on, lads.
My gallant crew, good morning.
Sir, good morning.
I hope you're all quite well.
Quite well. And you, sir?
I am in a reasonable health, and happy to meet you all once more.
You do us proud, sir.
I am the captain of the Pinafore.
And right good captain, too.
You're very, very good, and be it understood, I command the right good crew.
We're very, very good, and be it understood, he commands a right good crew.
Though related to a pier, I can hand, reef, and steer, or ship, or sail, or gee. I am never known to quail at the fury of a gale. And I'm never, never sick at sea.
What, never?
No, never.
What, never?
Hardly ever.
He's hardly ever sick at sea. And give 3 cheers and 1 cheer more for the hardy captain of the Pinafore. And give 3 cheers and 1 cheer more for the captain of the Pinafore.
I do my best to satisfy you all.
And you were quite content.
You're exceedingly polite, and I think it only right to return the compliment.
We're exceedingly polite, and it is only right to return the compliment.
Bad language or abuse I never, never use, whatever the emergency. Though about it I may occasionally say, I never use a big, big D.
What, never?
No, never.
What, never?
Well, hardly ever.
Never so it's a big, big D. Then give 3 cheers and 1 cheer more for the well-bred captain of the Pinafore. We give 3 cheers and 1 cheer more for the captain of the Pinafore.
So you are sad. The
little buttercup, I'm sad and sorry. My daughter, Josephine, the fairest flower that ever blossomed on ancestral timber, is sought in marriage by Sir Joseph Porter, our Admiralty's first lord. But for some reason, she does not seem to tackle kindly to it.
Oh, Sir Joseph, I know too well the anguish of a heart that loves but vainly. But see, here comes your most attractive daughter. I go, farewell.
A plump and pleasing person. My child, it grieves me to see that you are prey to melancholy. You should look your best today, for Sir Joseph Porter, KCB, will be here this afternoon to claim your promised hand.
Ah, Father, your words cut me to the quick. I can esteem, reverence, venerate Sir Joseph, for
feared. Given, and to whom? Not to some gilded lordling.
No, Father. The object of my love is no lordling. Oh, pity me, for he is but a humble sailor aboard your own ship.
Impossible!
Yes, it is true. Too true.
A common sailor? Oh, fie.
I blush for the weakness that allows me to cherish such a passion. I hate myself when I think of the depths to which I've stooped in permitting myself to think tenderly of one so ignobly born. But I love him! I love him! I love him!
My child, let us talk this over. In the matters of the heart, I would not coerce my daughter. I attach but little value to rank or wealth. But I must draw the line somewhere. A man in that station, though brave and worthy, at every step would commit solecism that society would never pardon.
Oh, I have thought of this night and day. But fear not, Father. I have a heart, and therefore I love. But I am your daughter, and therefore I am proud. Though I carry my love with me to the tomb, he shall never, never know it.
You are my daughter. After all. But see, Sir Joseph's barge approaches, manned by 12 trusty oarsmen, and accompanied by the admiring crowd of sisters, cousins, and aunts that attend him wherever he goes. Retire, my daughter, to your cabin. Take this, his photograph. It may help bring you to a reasonable frame of mind.
My ungrateful father.
monarch of the sea, the ruler of the Queen's Navy, whose praise Great Britain loudly chaunts.
And we are his sisters and his cousins and his aunts.
And they are his sisters and his cousins and his aunts, his sisters and his cousins and his aunts.
When at anchor here I ride, my bosom swells with pride, and I snap my fingers at the fairman's taunts.
And so do his sisters and his cousins and his aunts.
And so do his sisters and his cousins and his aunts, his sisters and his cousins and his aunts.
But when the breezes blow, I generally go below, and I seek the seclusion that a garden grants.
And so do his sisters and his cousins and his aunts.
And so do his sisters and his cousins and his aunts.
And so do his sisters and his cousins and his aunts, his sisters and his cousins and his aunts.
When I was a lad, I served a term as office boy to an attorney's firm. I cleaned the windows and I swept the floor, and I polished up the handle of the big front door. I polished up the handle so carefully that now I am the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
He polished up the handle so carefully that now he is the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
In serving writs, I made such a name that an article clerk I soon became. I wore clean collars and a brand new suit for the post examination at the Institute. For the post examination at the Institute. That post examination, it's a well for me that now I am the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
That post examination is a well for me that now he is the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
As office boy, I made such a mark that they gave me the post of a junior clerk. I served the writs with a smile so bland, and I copied all the letters in a big round hand.
He copied all the letters in a big round hand.
I copied all the letters in a hand so free that now I am the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
He copied all the letters in a hand so free that now he is the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
Of legal knowledge I acquired such a grip that they took me into the partnership. The junior partnership by wing was the only ship I ever had seen.
It's the only ship he ever had seen.
Of that kind of ship so suited me that now I am the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
Of that kind of ship so suited me that now he is the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
I grew so rich that I was sent by a pocket bearer in the Parliament. I always voted at my party's call, and I never thought of thinking of myself at all.
You never thought of thinking of yourself at all.
I thought so little. They rewarded me by making me the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
He thought so little they rewarded me by making me the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
Now, landman, or wherever you may be, if you want to rise to the top of the tree, if your soul is intended to an office stool, be careful to be guided by the golden rule.
Be careful to be guided by the golden rule.
Stay close to your desks and never go to sea. And you all may be rulers of the Queen's Navy.
Stay close to your desks and never go to sea, and you all may be rulers of the Queen's Navy.
Remarkably fine crew, Captain Corcoran.
It is a fine crew, Sir Joseph.
The British sailor is a splendid fellow, Captain Corcoran.
A splendid fellow indeed, Sir Joseph.
I hope you treat your crew kindly, Captain Corcoran.
Indeed, I hope so, Sir Joseph.
Never forget that they are the bulwarks of England's greatness, Captain Corcoran.
So I have always considered them, Sir Joseph.
No bullying, I trust. No strong language of any kind, eh?
Oh, never, Sir Joseph.
What? Never?
Well, hardly ever, Sir Joseph. They're an excellent crew and do their work thoroughly without it.
But don't patronize them, sir. Please, don't patronize them.
Certainly not, Sir Joseph.
Well, that you are their captain is an accident, a birth. I cannot permit these noble fellows to be patronized because an accident of birth has placed you above them and them below you.
I am the last person to insult a British sailor, Sir Joseph.
You are the last person who did, Captain Corcoran. Desire that splendid seaman to step forward. Oh! No, the other splendid seaman.
Rafe Ratshaw, 3 paces to the front. March!
what?
I beg your pardon. I don't think I understand you.
If you please.
Well, yes, of course. If you please.
You're an extremely fine fellow.
Yes, Your Honor.
And a first-rate seaman, too, I'll be bound.
There's not a smarter topman in the Navy, Your Honor. Though I say it, who shouldn't.
Well, not at all. Proper self-respect. Nothing more. Tell me, can you down the hornpipe, eh?
No, Your Honor.
Oh, that's a pity. All sailors should dance hornpipes. I shall teach you one this evening after dinner. Well, now tell me, don't be afraid. How does your captain treat you, eh?
A better captain doesn't walk the deck, Your Honor.
Aye! Well, good. I like to hear you speak well of your commanding officer. I dare say he don't deserve it, but still it does you credit. Well, can you sing?
I can a little, Your Honor.
Oh. Well, then hum this. It is a song I have composed for the use of the Royal Navy. It is designed to encourage independence of thought and action, and to teach the principle that a British sailor is any man's equal. Well, excepting mine. And now, Captain Corcoran, a word with you in your cabin on a tender and sentimental subject.
Aye, aye, Sir Joseph. Bosun. In commemoration of this joyous occasion, see that extra grog is served to the ship's company at 7 bells.
Beg pardon. If what, Your Honor?
If what? I don't think I understand you.
If you please, Your Honor.
What? The gentleman is quite right. If you please.
Oh, if you please.
For I hold that on the seas, the expression, if you please, a particularly gentlemanly tone in thoughts.
And so do his sisters and his cousins and his aunts.
And so do his sisters and his cousins and his aunts. His sisters and his cousins and his aunts.
Sir Joseph's a true gentleman. Courteous and considerate to the very humblest.
True, Bosun, but we are not the very humblest. Sir Joseph has explained our true position to us. As he says, a British seaman is any man's equal, excepting his. And if Sir Joseph says that, is it not our duty to believe him?
Well so. No, you're on a wrong tack, and so is he. He means well, but he don't know. When people have to obey other people's orders, equality's out of the question.
Deadeye. If you go to infuriate this here ship's company too far, I won't answer for being able to hold them in. I'm shocked. That's what I am, shocked.
Messmates, my mind's made up. I'll speak to the captain's daughter and tell her, like an honest fellow, of the honest love I have for her.
Aye!
Is my love not as good as another's? Is my heart not as true as another's? Have I not hands and eyes and ears and limbs like another?
Aye!
True, I lack birth.
You the birth? On board this very ship!
Well said, I had forgotten. Messmates, what do you say? Do you approve my determination?
We do!
I don't.
What is to be done with this here hopeless chap? No. Let us sing him the song that Sir Joseph had kindly composed for us. Perhaps it'll serve to put this here miserable creature into a proper state of mind.
A British tar is a soaring soul, as free as a mountain bird. His energetic fist should be ready to resist a dictatorial
His nose should pan,
and his lips should curl,
his cheeks should flame,
and his brow should frown,
his bosom should heave,
and his heart should glow,
and his fist be ever ready for a knock. His nose should pan, his lips should curl, his cheeks should flame, and his brow should frown, his bosom should heave, and his heart should glow, and his fist be ever ready for a knock.
His eyes should flash with an inborn fire, his brow with scorn be wrung. He never should bow down to a domineering frown, or the tang of a tyrant tongue. His foot should stamp, and his throat should growl, his hair should twirl, and his face should scowl, his eyes should flash, and his breast should and this should be his customary attitude. His foot should stamp, his throat should growl, his hair should twirl, his face should scowl, his eyes should flash, and his breast protrude, and this should be his customary attitude. His attitude, his attitude, his attitude.
Nauseate me. I know that he is a truly great and good man, for he told me so himself. Yet to me he seems tedious, fretful, and dictatorial. Still, his must be a mind of no common order, or he would not dare to teach my dear father to dance a hornpipe on the cabin table. Rafe Rackstraw!
Aye, lady. No other than poor Rackstraw.
How my heart beats! And why poor Rafe?
I am poor in the essence of happiness, lady. Rich only in never-ending unrest. In me there meet a combination of antithetical elements which are at eternal war with one another, driven hither by objective influences, thither by subjective emotions, wafted one moment into blazing day by mocking hope, plunged the next into the Cimmerian darkness of tangible despair. I am but a living ganglion of irreconcilable antagonisms. I hope I make myself clear, lady.
Perfectly. His simple eloquence goes to my heart. Oh, if I dared. But no, the thought is madness. Dismiss these foolish fancies at once. They torture you but needlessly. Come, make one effort.
I will. One. Josephine!
Sir!
I, even though Jove's armory were launched at the head of the audacious mortal whose lips, unhallowed by relationship, dared breathe that precious word, yet would I breathe it once and then perchance be silent evermore. Josephine, in one brief breath I shall concentrate the hopes, the doubts, the anxious fears of 6 weary months. Josephine, I'm a British sailor and I love you.
Sir! This audacity! Oh, my heart, my beating heart! This unwarrantable presumption on the part of a common sailor. Common. Oh, the irony of the word. Sir, you forget the disparity in our ranks.
I forget nothing, haughty lady. I love you desperately. My life is in your hand. I lay it at your feet. Give me hope, and what I lack in education and polite accomplishment, that I will endeavor to acquire. Drive me to despair, and in death alone I shall look for consolation. I am proud and cannot stoop to implore. I have spoken, and I wait your word.
You shall not wait long. some village maiden of your own poor rank. They should be lowered before your captain's daughter. Refrain, audacious tigers, you're from pressing. Remember what you are and whom addressing. Proud lords to seek my hand and throw the symbol. The loftiest in the land bow down and tremble. Refrain, audacious tar, remember what you are. I'd love my rank to scorn in union holy. Were he more highly born, or I more lowly? I'd love my rank to scorn in union holy. Were he more
Proud lady, have your way, unfeeling beauty. You speak and I obey, it is my duty. I am the lowliest tar that sails the water, and you, proud lady, are my captain's daughter. Proud lady, have your way, you speak and I obey. My heart with anguish torn bows down before her. She laughs my love to scorn, yet I adore her. My heart with anguish torn bows down before her. She laughs my love to scorn, yet I adore her.
Refrain, audacious tigers, you're from pressing.
Proud lady, have your way, unfeeling beauty. My heart with anguish torn bows down before her. She laughs my life to scorn,
Or I
or live a life of mad despairing, my prophet of despise rejected. No, no, it's not to be expected. Messmates ahoy, come here, come here.
What cheer? Now tell us brave without delay, what does she say? What cheer?
The maiden treats my suit with scorn, rejects my humble gift. My lady, she says I am ignobly born, and cuts my hopes adrift. My lady,
She's meant your suit. Oh, ho, oh, ho. I told you so. I told you so.
Shall we split? Are we persuades? Love comes alike to high and low. Return those sailors rule the waves. And shall we stoop to insult? No, no.
You must admit you are but slaves. waves a lady she, oh, you lonely toilers of the wave, she spurned you all, I told you so.
Shall we submit? Are we the slaves? Shall we submit? Are we the slaves? Here comes the line to high and low. Return your sailors rule. She's ready, and shall we slip the wind so?
She's spurned you all, I told you so.
My friends, my leave of life I'm taking. For all my heart is breaking when I am gone. Oh, prithee tell the maid that as I died, I loved her well.
His Josephine, but the sky is now serene, a frowning thunderbolt upon they and their ill-assorted love, which now is all ablaze. Our captain ever days will be extremely down upon the wicked men who are employed to make his Josephine less coy in many various ways.
Oh, joy, rapture, and force,
I come soon, unless the road will be extremely down upon the wicked man who are employed will be extremely down. The wicked men will be extremely down upon the many various ways. I come soon, will be extremely down upon the wicked men.
Without a light as still as death,
We'll steal ashore,
a clergyman,
shall make us one,
At 10:30,
and then we can
return for none,
and put them then.
this very night with bated breath
and muffled call.
without a light as still as death.
We'll steal ashore,
A clergyman,
shall make us one,
At 10:30,
and then we can
return for none,
and put them then.
this very night with bated breath
this scheme you plan. She is a lady, you a farmer's man. Remember, she's your gallant captain's daughter, and you the meanest slave that crawls the water.
Back, Vernon, back, you love us. Back, Vernon, back, you shot us.
sixes or at sevens. Say, why is everything either at sixes or at sevens? I have lived hitherto free from the breath of slander, beloved by all my crew. A really popular commander, but now my kindly crew rebel. My daughter to a tar is partial. Sir Joseph storms and sad to tell, he threatens a court-martial. Fair moon, to thee I sing, bright regent of the heavens. Say, why is everything either at sixes or at sevens? Fair moon, to thee I sing, bright regent of the heavens.
How sweetly he carols forth his melody into the unconscious moon. Of whom is he thinking? Of some high-born beauty? It may be. Who is poor little Buttercup, that she should expect his glance to fall on one so lowly? And yet, if he knew, if he only knew!
Ah, little Buttercup, still on board. That is not quite right, little one. It would have been more respectable to have gone on shore at dusk.
True, dear Captain, but the recollection of your sad, pale face seemed to chain me to the ship. I would fain see you smile before I go.
Ah, little Buttercup, I fear it will be long before I return to my accustomed cheerfulness. For misfortunes crowd upon me, and all my old friends seem to have turned against me.
Oh no, do not say all, dear Captain. That were unjust to one at least.
True, for you are staunch to me. If ever I gave my heart again, methinks it would be to such a one as this. I am touched to the heart by your innocent regard for me, and were we differently situated, I think I could have returned it. But as it is, I fear I could never be more to you than a friend.
I understand. You hold aloof from me because you are rich and lofty, and I poor and lowly. But take care, the poor bumboat woman has gypsy blood in her veins, and she can read destinies.
Destinies?
There is a change in store for you.
A change?
Aye, be prepared. Things are seldom what they seem. Skim milk masquerades as cream. High-lows pass as patent leathers. Jackdaws strut in peacock's feathers.
Very true, so they do.
Black sheep dwell in every fold. All that glitters is not gold. Storks turn out to be but logs. Bulls are but inflated frogs.
So they be frequently.
Drops the wind and stops the
I know that is so. Though to catch a drift I'm striving, it is shady, it is shady. I don't get at what you're driving, mystic lady, stern convictions on me stealing, that a mystic lady is dealing in oracular revealing. Yes, I know
that is so.
Though I'm anything but clever, I could talk like that forever. Once a cat was killed by care, only brave deserve the fair.
Very true, so they do.
Wink is often good as nod, spoils the child who spares the rod. Thirsty lambs run foxy dangers, dogs are found in many mangers.
Frequently, I agree.
Paw of cat the chestnut snatches, worn out garments show new patches. Only count the chick that hatches, when a grown-up catches.
Yes, I know that is so. Though to catch my drift he's striving, I'll dissemble. When he sees at what I'm driving, let him tremble, let him tremble.
Oh, a mystic toad new borrow, I shall learn the truth with sorrow, here today and gone tomorrow. Yes, I know
that is so.
Oh, a mystic toad new borrow, I shall learn the truth with sorrow, here today and gone tomorrow. Yes, I know that is so. Incomprehensible as her utterances are, I nevertheless feel that they are dictated by a sincere regard for me. But to what new misery is she referring? Time alone can tell.
Captain Cochrane! No. I'm much disappointed with your daughter. In fact, I don't think she will do.
She won't do, Sir Joseph.
Well, I'm afraid not. The fact is that although I have urged my suit with as much eloquence as is consistent with an official utterance, I have done so hitherto without success. Well, how do you account for such a thing?
Really, Sir Joseph, I hardly know. Josephine is of course sensible of your condescension.
Well, she naturally would be.
Perhaps your exalted rank dazzles her.
You think it does?
Well, I can hardly say. She is a sensible girl, and her social rank is far below that of your own. Perhaps she feels she is not quite worthy of you.
Well, that is really a very sensible suggestion, and displays more knowledge of human nature than I've given you credit for.
But see, she comes. If your lordship would kindly reason with her, and assure her officially that it is a standing rule at the Admiralty that love levels all ranks, an official utterance may induce her to look upon your offer in its proper light.
It is not unlikely. I will adopt your suggestion. But soft, she comes. Let us withdraw and watch our opportunity.
The hours creep on apace. My guilty heart is quaking. Oh, that I might retrace the step that I am taking. Sailors yell and clacking housewives fume and clothes are hanging out all day drying. With one cracked looking glass to see a face in and dinner served off in a pudding basin.
Madam, it has been represented to me that you are appalled by my exalted rank. I desire to convey to you my assurance that if your hesitation is attributable to that circumstance, it is uncalled for.
Oh, then your lordship is of the opinion that married happiness is not inconsistent with discrepancy in rank?
I am officially of that opinion.
That the high and the lowly may be truly happy together, provided that they truly love one another?
Madam, I desire to convey to you officially my opinion that love is a platform upon which all ranks meet.
I thank you, Sir Joseph. I did hesitate, but I will hesitate no longer. He little thinks how eloquently he has pleaded his rival's cause.
Never mind the why and wherefore, love can therefore ranks and therefore know his thoughts and station, though his tenderness be his prey, though her tastes are mean and flighty, and her fortune poor and plain. Ring the merry bells and watch him ring the air with warbling wild, for the Union come and on him with a humble captain's child, or a humble captain's daughter,
For a gallant captain's daughter.
and the Lord who rules the water,
and the tar loves the water.
Let the air rejoice, the Union, and the sun, the air above, for the Union of the maiden with the man who walks with love.
Never mind the why and wherefore, love can level ranks, and therefore, though you're not a correlation, in my set would scarcely pass, though you occupy a station in the lower middle class. Ring the very bells of lordship, rend the air with walking wild, for the Union of my lordship, with a humble captain's child,
For a humble captain's daughter,
For a gallant captain's daughter,
and the Lord who rules the water.
and the tar loves the water.
Let the air rejoice, the Union, and the sun, the air above, for the Union of the maiden with the man who walks with love.
Never mind the why and wherefore, love can never ends and never. I admit the jurisdiction, ably have you played your part. You have carried firm conviction to my hesitating heart.
Ring the merry bells and lordship, rend the air with walking wild, for the Union of my lordship, with a humble captain's child.
for a humble captain's daughter,
For a gallant captain's daughter. Hello. Oh, you wouldn't believe what I've been through tonight. Oh, my parents are here. Mustering off. Talk.
And the Lord who rules the water,
And the tar who plows the water. Let the air rejoice, the maiden,
with the merry bells and lordship,
for the Union of the maiden.
for the Union of my lordship,
Bring the songs the air above,
for the man who wants to love, bring the songs the air above, for the man who
wherefore love can level ranks, and therefore, though his station's lordship's mighty, though stupendous be his brain, though her tastes are mean and flighty, and her fortune poor and plain.
ring the merry bells and lordship, rend the air with walking wild, for the Union of my lordship, with a humble captain's child,
for a humble captain's daughter,
For a gallant captain's daughter. Plows the water. Let the air rejoice, the maiden, bring the songs the air above, for the Union of the maiden, with the man who walks with love.
Never mind.
That's the point.
Oh. Never mind the why and wherefore, love can level ranks, and therefore, though you're not a correlation, in my set would scarcely pass, though you occupy a station in the lower middle class. Ring the merry bells and lordship, rend the air with walking wild, for the Union of lordship, with a humble captain's child,
for a humble captain's daughter,
For a gallant captain's daughter.
and the Lord who rules the water.
And the tar who plows the water. Let the air rejoice, the maiden, bring the songs the air above, for the Union of the maiden, with the man who walks with love. Thank you.
captain's daughter.
For a gallant captain's daughter.
And the Lord rules the water.
And the tar who plows the water. And clear with formulated.
Ring the merry bells of Lordship.
For the union of the maiden.
For the union of the Lordship. Ring the songs of the air above. For the man who owns the law. Ring the songs of the air above. For the man who owns the
Ah, Sir Joseph, I could not express to you the delight at the happy result of your eloquence. Your argument was unanswerable.
Captain Corcoran, it is one of the happiest characteristics of this glorious country of ours that official utterances are invariably regarded as unanswerable.
At last, my fond hopes are to be crowned. My only daughter is to be a bride of a cabinet minister. The prospect is Elysian.
Captain!
Did I? You here? Don't.
Don't shrink from me, Captain. I'm unpleasant to look at, and me name's again me. But I ain't as bad as I seem.
What would you with me?
I come to give you warning.
Indeed. Do you propose to leave the Navy then?
No. No, you misunderstand me. Listen. I'm Captain, I've important information. Sing hey, the kind commander that you are, about a certain intimate relation. Sing hey, the merry maiden and the tar.
The merry, 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 merry maiden, the merry, merry maiden, the maiden and the tar. Good fellow, in conundrums you are speaking. Sing hey, the mystic seller that you are. The answer to them vainly I am seeking. Sing hey, the merry maiden and the tar. The merry, 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 merry maiden, the merry, merry maiden, the maiden and the tar.
I'm Captain, your young lady is a sighing. Sing hey, the simple captain that you are. This very night with racks not to be flying. Sing hey, the merry maiden and the tar.
The merry, 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 merry maiden, the merry, merry maiden, the maiden and the tar. Good fellow, you have given timely warning. Sing hey, the thoughtful sailor that you are. I'll stalk to Master Rackstraw in the morning. Sing hey, the cat o' nine tails and the tar. The merry cat, the merry cat, the merry cat, the merry cat, the merry cat o' nine tails and the tar. Did I? I thank you for your warning. I will at once take means to arrest their flight. This boat cloak will afford me ample disguise. And so...
Ha ha! They're foiled! 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 Silent B. It was the cat.
It was the cat.
They're right. It was the cat.
In action steady, I'm the clergy frame the fair. For a clergyman is ready to unite the happy pair. Goodness me, why what was that?
Silent B. Again the cat.
It was again the cat.
They're right. It was the cat.
Every step with caution feeling, we will softly steal away. Every step with caution feeling, we will softly steal away.
Pretty daughter of mine, I insist upon knowing where you may be going with the sons of the bride. For my excellent crew, the foes they could company are scarcely fit company, my daughter, for you.
Now hearken and do, the foes we could company were scarcely fit company for a lady like you.
Proud officer, that haughty lip and curl, vain man to press at supercilious sneer, for I have dared to love your matchless girl, a fact well known to all my messmates here.
Oh, horror!
I, humble, poor, and lowly born, the meanest in the court division, the butt of epauletics born, the mark of quarter-deck derision, and stood to raise his early eyes above the dust from which you mounted in manhood's glorious pride to rise.
I am an Englishman.
Behold me,
He is an Englishman, for he himself has said it, and it's right to his credit that he is an Englishman.
That he is an Englishman.
Or he might have been a Russian, a French or Turk or Prussian, or perhaps a Italian. But in spite of all temptations to belong to other nations, he remains an Englishman. He remains an Englishman.
For in spite of all temptations to belong to other nations, he remains an Englishman. He remains an Englishman.
Uttering a reprobation to any British star, I try to speak with moderation, but you have gone too far. I'm very sorry to disparage a humble homeless lad, but to seek your captain's child in marriage, why, it's too bad. It's too bad.
It's too bad.
Did you hear him? Sit down. Did you hear him? Sit down. Oh, that monster overbearing. Sit down. Don't you hear him? Sit down. Don't you hear him? Sit down.
Yes, standing.
My pain and my distress, I find it is not easy to express my amazement, my surprise. You may learn from the expression in my eyes.
My lord, one word. The facts are not before you. The word was injudicious, I allow. But hear my explanation, I implore you, and you will be indignant too, I vow.
I will hear the no defense. Attempt none if you're sensible. That word of evil sense is wholly indefensible. Go, rebel, get you hence to your cabin with celerity. This is the consequence of ill-advised asperity.
This is the consequence of ill-advised asperity.
For I'll teach you all along to refrain from language strong. For I haven't any sympathy with ill-bred taunts.
No more of this is noise, hands, noise, out.
No more of this is noise, hands, noise, out. No more of this is noise, hands, noise, out. This is noise, hands, noise, reckons that way, that's noise, out. For he is an Englishman. For he himself has said it, and is greatly to his credit that he is an Englishman. That he is an
Now, my fine fellow, for you are a fine fellow,
Yes, Your Honor.
how came your captain so far to forget himself? I'm sure you had given him no cause for annoyance.
Please, Your Honor, it was thus wise. You see, I am only a topman, a mere foremast hand.
No, don't be ashamed of that. Well, your position as a topman is a very, exalted one.
Well, Your Honor, love burns as brightly in the forecastle as it does on the quarterdeck. And Josephine is the fairest bud that ever blossomed upon the tree of a poor fellow's wildest hopes.
Darling,
She is the figurehead of my ship of life, the bright beacon that guides me into my port of happiness, the rarest, the purest gem that ever sparkled upon a poor but worthy fellow's trusting brow.
very pretty, very pretty.
Insolent sailor, you shall repent this outrage. Seize him.
oh, Sir Joseph, spare him, for I love him dearly.
Well, pray don't. I shall teach this presumptuous sailor to discipline his affections. Have you such a thing as a dungeon on board?
They have.
Yeah. Well, then load him with chains and take him at it once.
Farewell, my own, light of my life, farewell. For crime unknown, I go to a dungeon cell.
Of bone, I'll pick with this sailor fell. Let him be shown at once to his dungeon cell.
Hear the tone of the maiden he loves so well. No telephone communicates with his cell.
But when is known the secret I have to tell, wide will be thrown the door of his dungeon cell. Farewell, my
my pain and my distress. Again, it is not easy to express. My amazement, my surprise. Again, you may discover from my eyes.
How terrible the aspect of his eyes.
Ere upon your loss you lay much stress. A long concealed crime I would confess.
What?
Many years ago, when I was young and charming, as some of you may know, I practiced baby farming.
Now this is most alarming. When she was young and charming, she practiced baby farming many years ago.
Two tender babes I nursed. One was of a low condition, the other upper crust, a regular patrician.
Now this is the position. One was of low condition, the other a patrician, many years ago.
Oh, bitter is my cup. However could I do it? I mixed those children up, and not a creature knew it.
However could you do it? Someday, no doubt, you'll rue it. Although no creature knew it, so many years ago.
In time, each little waif forsook his foster mother. The well-born babe was raped. Your captain was the other.
They left their foster mother. The one was Rafe, our brother. Our captain was the other. Many years ago.
Well then, I am to understand that Rafe and the captain were exchanged in childhood's happy hours, that Rafe is really the captain and the captain is really Rafe.
That is the idea I intended to convey officially.
Oh, very well you have conveyed it, Miss Buttercup.
Aye, aye, Your Honor.
Hear me. Well, let them appear before me at once.
My father, a common sailor.
It is odd, is it not, my dear?
Well, this is a very singular occurrence. I congratulate you both. Desire that extremely fine seaman to step forward.
Cochrane, 3 paces to the front. March! If what? I don't understand. If you please. What?
Quite right, if you please.
Oh, if you please.
Well, you're an extremely fine fellow.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, it seems that you were Rafe and Rafe was you.
So it seems, Your Honor.
Well, I need not tell you that after this change in your condition, a marriage with your daughter is out of the question.
Don't say that, Your Honor. Love levels all ranks.
Well, it does to a considerable extent, but it does not level them as much as that. Here, sir, take her, and mind you, treat her kindly.
Oh, rapture!
Oh, bliss. Oh, bliss. Oh, rapture.
Sad my lot and sorry. What am I to do? I cannot go through life alone.
Fear not. While I live, I shall not desert you. I shall comfort and soothe your declining days.
Well, don't do that.
Oh, yes, but I'd rather.
Oh. Well, very well then. Tomorrow morn our vows will be plighted. 3 loving pairs on the same day united.
Oh, joy, rapture, unforeseen, for now the sky is outside reach. The dawn of day beyond of love has hung his ensign high above. The sky is all ablaze, wooing words will chase the lagging gods. And if he finds a maiden one, will murmur forth the chorus of victory.
The captain of the Pinafore,
and a right good captain too.
And though before my fall I was captain of you all, I'm a member of the crew.
And though before his fall he was captain of us all, he's a member of the crew.
I shall marry with a wife in my humble rank of life, and you my own are she. I must wander to and fro, but wherever I may go, I shall never be untrue to thee.
What, never?
No, never.
What, never?
Well, hardly ever.
Be true to thee, then give 3 cheers and 1 cheer more for the former captain of the Pinafore. Then give 3 cheers and 1 cheer more for the captain of the Pinafore.
For he loves little Buttercup, dear little Buttercup, though I could never tell why. But still he loves Buttercup, poor little Buttercup, sweet little
For he loves little Buttercup, dear little Buttercup, oh, I could never tell why. But still he loves Buttercup, dear little Buttercup, sweet little Buttercup.
I'm the monarch of the sea, and when I marry thee, I'll be true to the devotion that my love imparts.
And goodbye to your sisters and your cousins and your aunts, especially your cousins whom you reckon up by dozens.
Goodbye to your sisters and your cousins and your aunts, especially your cousins whom you reckon up by dozens and your aunts. For he is an Englishman, for he himself has said it, and is bringing to his fame that he is an Englishman, that he is an Thank you.